I've got some thoughts about yesterday. Or was it Saturday? It's kind of a blur, honestly. The representative in Brooklyn Park and the senator in Champlin were shot by this guy. I'm not even going to mention his name because this guy is a domestic terrorist. He likely will not be labeled that, especially by this current administration. The whole case will be hush-hushed. Mark my words, the whole case will be hush-hushed as to why. This will be painted as a lone wolf sort of situation. Like, oh, this man was crazy. This man was insane. He went and killed people. As if our political divide currently and the vitriol coming from the fucking White House doesn't drive this shit. Last I checked, 2 or 3 years ago, our crime rate was almost in free fall. And now we have violent crimes on the rise now. We have all sorts of homophobic attacks on the rise. We have transphobic attacks on the rise. We have all sorts of incidents of people calling people slurs because they're either Mexican, gay, trans, non-binary, or other minority. Fuck, even women at this point. And some people, my parents included, want to, oh, well, I don't agree with everything he says. I don't agree with everything he does. As if that's some fucking excuse to just basically hand wave away what is happening in our country. And my parents told me, oh, I'm voting for Trump. Yeah, I know you don't like that, but I'm voting for Trump because I know what's best. I know that at least it's not the lady, because she's pro-abortion. And I don't know how anyone could vote for a baby killer. I don't understand how anyone could vote for a baby killer. She's evil. She's demonic. I'm sorry, this guy is basically taking Mein Kampf and just copying and pasting it. He is taking the playbook of Hitler and the playbook of other dictators and copying and pasting it into his regime. You're not going to be able to get away with the, oh, well, I don't agree with everything he does. If you support Trump now, you would have been a Nazi in 1930s Germany, 1940s Germany. He's sending the Marines into multiple cities in California, and they are now detaining people. How the fuck do you square that circle? How do you even make the argument that that's illegal? That that's remotely constitutional? I don't want to hear shit about the Constitution of the United States of America from any fucking MAGA person ever again. I voted for the guy twice. And luckily I had a come to Jesus moment. I'm saying that ironically. I basically had a come to Jesus moment where I was like, fuck, everything I believed was wrong. Basically my whole worldview was wrong. And a lot of people that I'm either friends with or especially related to refuse to even entertain my side of the argument. Either they'll just listen and be like, oh, that's terrible that you feel that way, or I'm sorry you feel that way, type of bullshit. And then they'll play devil's advocate, as if I don't fucking know what the train of thought was. As if I didn't vote for the guy twice. As if I've been a Democrat my whole life. As if I've been a communist my whole fucking life. As if I'm fucking clueless as to how these people think. Back to the shooter. These attacks have been planned out for at least a month, as far as we know. And because this guy was on a nonpartisan board that had Tim Walz's name signed onto it, they want to take that little slip of paper and call that evidence that he was a Democrat. Even my mom was like, oh, well, she just voted against health care for illegals. The implication being that must have been a Democrat. Meanwhile, my mom's saying, oh, I'm not political, I just like Jesus, blah, 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 blah. Go fuck yourself. I'm sick of this. People, not only in my life, but people in this country, but especially for me, people in my life need to start fucking reading the room and start realizing what the fuck is going on in this country. I'm not going to put up with people that don't acknowledge not only that their vote is wrong, but they're learning. They're trying to be better people. They are working to better themselves. Because excusing shit as a political disagreement doesn't work in 2025 America. It works just as well here as it did in Nazi Germany. And it will look that same way in the history books. Now that's the fun thing. I don't know the future. This could either be a cold civil war, hot civil war, or dictatorship. We'll see which way it goes. I don't see Trump resigning from office. I mean, unless it gets to the point where he is basically disgraced to the point where he stepped down, in which case we're still fucked. We're still 50 years. We are sent back into the past 50 years as far as civil rights. Trump has found and is still working on finding every flaw and loophole in the United States Constitution and legal code to either exploit it, test and break it, or flat out ignore it. And I will say, any congressperson, any representative, any senator that votes yes on any sort of bill that Republicans primarily come forward with, including the big beautiful bill, anybody that votes for anything that they put forward, whether it be to just bring unity to the government or try to unite the nation, you are working to further Trump's agenda. Silence benefits the oppressor. I don't want to hear shit from anyone who isn't taking a hardline stance, whether it be family, friends. If you're not willing to start challenging your worldview the way that I had to stay alive, lose my number. I'm done.